Sure.
Perfect. So here we are in recording very inspirational success story of Tanvir sir. He's with us today. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. And he's a half marathoner, guys. He's doing all this along with work and family life. And recently on this Sunday in New Delhi half marathon, he successfully finished a half marathon. So let's hear
Thank
it
you.
from him. How is all this going? How he is managing all this along with work and family life? So
Yeah, I think a lot of credit goes to Ishan and Hello Fitness, but let me share my journey. What had happened because of a corporate life and shifting to my own business in the initial year. So it required a lot of sweat and blood, you can say, in building a business. So obviously, I didn't get much time, and then I realized that it was affecting my health. So I took up running as a step towards ensuring that I remain healthy. Because one thing I'd realized that if you're not healthy, your work life also suffers. So I
mm,
prioritized health there, and I started gradually running. And I ran for about few years. But what was happening is that maximum I was trying to get to about 5, 6, 7, 8 kilometers, and I had never attempted a marathon also because thereafter I was getting fatigued. Then I joined way back in November of 2020, and
yes.
that was a post-COVID period time. And then because I had registered for Airtel Marathon 10K for the first time, and because I was struggling, my pace was not good. Forget about the pace. At times you were feeling out of breath. So then, when I joined Ishan, he gave me a plan. And I also gave him a target that by December, I want to complete my half marathon.
Half marathon.
So he said, 2 months' time you'll do. But when he gave me the plan had reduced runtime what I was doing. And I told him, are you sure, Ishan? Because I run more than this and I'm not able to do. Are you sure I'm going to complete half marathon? I remember the word verbatim, right? He said it'll work like magic. So
Okay.
on 25th November, we did a virtual Airtel 10K run, successful. I was very happy about it. Then in 2 months' time, there was no official half marathon that time. So I remember very distinctly, Ishan motivated me, and on 26th December or thereabout something, I think I completed my first half marathon. But
Yeah.
obviously, that was not any officially recorded. It was just a personal run. So then on March again, then you had the same marathon which we completed this last Sunday, but
Yes.
it was Aegis Federal, okay,
Yeah.
which was insurance company.
Yeah.
So I officially ran my first half marathon in March 2021, and I completed it in some 2 hours 4 minutes, which was unbelievable for me that I could complete my half marathon from just running 5, 6, 7, 8 kilometers to half marathon in about less than 6 months time. I think it was commendable, and then in 2 months time actually I ran half marathon. So
Yeah.
from there the journey started. What was very important, what I picked up from the plan that Ishan gave me, was that a lot of his plan had easy run. So I made out that the easy run should be easy, where you should be building the habit of running uh, long distance and finishing it strong can only come that if you are able to run easy for a long time, and the fast run that you do should be fast enough, should be really testing your actually endurance level. And third thing which I was missing when I was doing it myself is the right set of mix of stretching, stride, and some strength training, which was missing. So I remember in my first initial run when I was doing myself, my shin muscle was
Mm.
paining so much that my family physician actually then gave me a tape on my
Mm.
shin bone to ensure that I don't get pain. But
Mm.
ever since I've got worked with Ishan, doing the things in the right way have ensured that I run injury free and able to run long. And what had happened, this, as I said, we are into business, doing work together. At
Yeah,
time, you have to prioritize things which is more important. So I
absolutely.
had to travel for work in this after November for a long time.
Mm,
December, January, most of the time I was traveling.
yeah.
So last 3 months, technically couldn't run at all.
Yes.
And but just before the 20 this marathon, half marathon,
Yeah. 26 Feb.
yes, 26th half marathon. 1 week before, I started doing some easy run and all, and I was actually in two minds.
Yeah.
And I had chatted with Ishan couple of times. Once I wrote to him, should I switch to 10K instead of 21, because I have not run 21 more than 8 kilometers for a long time, 3 4 months, and it's like it's like restarting all over again.
Yeah.
So Ishan gave me some wonderful tips, and then I actually follow him religiously what he tells me, and that has helped me in my run. So he told me, enjoy your run. See, 10K, if you don't complete 21K, no problem. At least you'll do 10K. But attempt 21K, enjoy your run. And one thing which he had spoken to me a number of times is that if you actually run at a consistent speed,
Mm,
then your own endurance level goes up.
yes, absolutely.
So in this run, although it was after a period of 3 months gap, with no training, and the time was even less than what I actually did in my first half marathon officially 2 years back at 2 hours 4 minutes. But I still rate this performance far better because
Yeah.
I ran without any stitch pain. Uh, I ran only at a very consistent speed, enjoyed the run with no mental pressure of clocking what time I do, and I was absolutely elated that I completed the run in 2 hours 8 minutes, and because I ran very consistent speed, and that helped me a long way. Because what had happened is that I realized that I'm not running out of breath. I am not panting, and I actually towards the end I accelerated the speed, but maybe
Mm,
because of a lack of training,
yeah.
and I had to control because I was worried that if I get a cramp towards the end, say 28th kilometer or so, and I'm not able to complete, it will be a waste of my effort. So I just marginally slowed down to keep the same pace, but I was able to do it at 5 or 5. In fact, my clock says I went almost to a speed of about 5 or 5:30 consistently for a long time in that
Mm,
last kilometer. So I think overall, I think the only thing that I've realized in this running is that, and if I have to pick out one thing for
yeah.
any person who's actually trying to do run or anything in life,
Mm,
I would rate consistency. And I would say that
absolutely.
consistency is one of the most underrated qualities in anything that I have done. I've realized that it's the most one of the most underrated qualities that people ignore or overlook it, and I would give a lot more priority than ideally it is given. So
Mm,
if you are
wow.
following anything consistently, if you're following got the basics right, and you're training on the basics right, I think then distance is just a number to you.
Wow, wow, you summed it so beautifully. So everything is covered. All my answers, even the question that I have designed for you, they all are, you have answered everything almost. So there's the golden tip for my audience that consistency is the key. Apart from that, I would like to ask, I asked this question with everyone, like three things that you have learned, like if you want to, what you have figured out while you did this
So
also.
very good thing uh, is that if you really care for something, you have to you have to take care of that thing. Okay, and I see, as a coach, Ishan, knowingly and unknowingly, at times you will verbally tell something, at times you will not verbally tell something. Okay, so you have to actually note everything out of it. So the seriousness that you bring to the sport when with your own performance also is commendable. So if you really want to do some good running, you have to be serious about it. So you have to be very serious about it, and that seriousness. By that seriousness, I mean the discipline. Okay, and
Absolutely.
discipline not only on the track, when you're out of track in terms of your eating habits, your other regime, all
Yeah,
things have to be. If you are not following a good healthy diet regime or eating a lot of junk food, drinking a lot, this will have an impact. Okay, so
absolutely.
that discipline is something which is very, very important. I think in across all walks of life, that's one thing which
Absolutely.
I've learned. Two, I've already spoken about the consistency aspect. Third is which you always say, and I firmly believe is follow the expert.
Yes.
There's so much noise in the ecosystem today.
Yeah.
Access to information
Yeah.
is very easy. Okay,
Yeah,
you
my
get a
mentor said it
ton.
like very lightly, very correctly. Like you don't we in this age of technology, we don't lack information, we lack focus.
Correct. So I absolutely, you're right. So we like focus. Not only that, most of the time our ability to filter out what is good and what is not so good, it's very difficult. So when you are following an expert and who's done it themselves, so automatically I think you should follow it completely. So in my work, we say if you want to cross the road fully, or otherwise don't cross. If you're in
Wow.
between, you'll get run over by a car.
Wow,
So
lovely.
so I think three things I have to say is: one is discipline, two is consistency, and third is follow the plan and follow the coach. Because
Hmm.
the first 2 months, from not even completing 10K to completing 21K
Hmm.
with a plan which actually reduced my running time. I used to run 5 6 days with no
Hmm.
stretching exercise. I used to blindly run. I thought, okay, this is what I'll do. But I realized that she cut your first plan came, Ishan. My running plan was cut to 3 days. And I said, are you serious? This is going to happen? He said, it's going to work magic. So I think these three things are very important in my understanding. Is one is discipline, consistency, and third is your following the coach routine. So even if I'm not able to make it to the field with you, I ensure that
Hmm.
I look into the plan and try to make it run anyway.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
unfortunately, all places are not safe to run at night. But if given a choice, even if I have to get time, I would love to run at night.
Wow, wow, wow. And
Yeah.
lovely. You are achieving some wonderful result. And one more thing, you won't make it out like, are you comfortable sharing your age? How old are you?
I have completed 50, and this year is going to be my
Wow.
51st year.
Wow, wow,
So,
wow.
yeah,
Lovely.
this is that's
Absolutely amazing. In 51 years of age, he's a half marathoner and doing all this. He's not, he's heading a fintech. It's a financial and technology combination of finance and technology. He's heading that. And along with all these, he's following the run routine. If he can do
yeah,
it,
yeah,
everybody can do it.
I have a very hectic schedule there. So
Yeah.
I come to office and almost about 7:30 I leave. My travel time is almost an hour every day, so
Mm,
it's
yes.
hectic. So I have little time
Yeah.
left. So yeah, that is why at times I don't show up in the ground, but I try to see if I can make up somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you are doing it it's like really commendable, and it's a privilege to have you in our community. You are an inspiration for every one of us. And thank you so much. So this is Tanvir Ji, and those who want to join the community, you will find the link in the description box. There will be a webinar happening this Saturday. You can join that, and you can just allow me to be your mentor, and you will see the results for sure. So thank you so much for your time, Tanvir Ji.
It's my privilege to be in a group. There's so many inspiring people in the group. I would say that everybody must take this as a sport, because this does not allow you. All you need is the running shoes and your spirit to come out and run. That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because of
Thanks,
simplicity.
Ishan, for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tanviji, for your time. Thank you. All right.